Hey guys, so I've just got this, the Prazi beam cutter. I just took it out of the box for the first time, and I am now trying to figure out how to get this on here. Yeah, and I'm a bit stumped. So I'm having to read these, but hopefully I can figure it out. I think from what I've just seen on having a look on videos on YouTube, I should remove this guard, so which could be a bit trickier than I thought, but we'll see. I need to go and get some spring washer. What is it? I think it's a spring washer. What's it called? A little clip washer. I need to go and get some of those pliers, which I think I've got somewhere. So I better go and dig those out. I found them. The channel locks. That's what they're called. I think I need to take the channel locks to loosen this off and try and get them in there and get this out of the way. But we'll see if we manage it. The only thing is that channel. Oh, there we go. Oh, actually, this way. So yeah, a little bit tricky. Anyway, extremely hot day today. Got all the windows open, doors open, and fans on here in Halifax, Nova Scotia. And yeah, found my impact, so I'm going to take this all apart. Hope I'm doing it right. Never done this before. Took this off because this where is it? This clashes with this, so I figure I may as well just take it off and see how it all fits together. By the look of it, I don't have to. It's got an extra bearing on there. It's kind of made the face sit in the wrong way, but let's see. And this doesn't turn, but this does. And this plate turns with friction, so that doesn't actually gain much. And then how the heck, so that just fits. Oh, you know what, I don't like this. Don't like it at all. So, oh god. Right, that goes on there, that's lined up. This, oh, that isn't, so that needs to come out. And then you can find centre there. That won't fit. So just to give you an idea of what I'm trying to work out. So what I'm doing is I've just slotted this on. I'm not really happy about the clearance in here, so I'm gonna have to put that stuff back. I'm gonna have to put this back on because of all of that will give the correct clearance in there, because at the moment it's not too wobbly, but it doesn't look good. And also this bolt is supposed to go on here and it doesn't quite fit, so I've got to work that out. What I might end up doing, and what I've seen other people doing before, is also cut this section off, but I'll have to figure out where it clashes, and then I'll have to figure out how to put the spring back on. Fun and games. If you're watching this from Prazi, this beam cutter, you really do have to do some work with to make it work with the Dewalt 60 volt. I have seen that it can be installed on these, and I believe that the power ratio is correct with, I think, the 4,700 RPM and whatnot. The problem I've got is, as I've already pointed out, this gap obviously doesn't make for great use. For like I cannot seat that correctly. It would be better if the blade face was on a flat plane to work off. And then also these, if I was to get this 90 degree with the fence, or with this, the floor plate, it doesn't matter how much adjustment I make, these holes will never line up because there's no hole there. So either Dewalt needs to do something, or you need to work out a better method to clamp that on. Even if I was to adjust the plate, as we can see. Now we're off at a weird angle. Even if I was to adjust the plate up to there, we can't. It won't cut at a right, perfectly square 90 degree, because this face plate isn't correct. Or I could just install it like that at a weird angle. I don't know if that would actually help cut, because obviously it'll. No, I don't think it will. It won't make any difference. Because obviously once that saw blade is in contact with all the material, it's still going to have to eject it in the same manner as if it was at this angle. So that's something for Prazi to think about. What I'm going to do, because I've specifically bought this saw for this and I have so much beam cutting to do, I'm going to drill a hole in here and extend this out so it fits. I'm also going to refit this face and cut this section off the guard, and hope I can install the spring back correctly, but we'll see. Anyway, wish me luck. This is turning into a bigger job. So I've just cut this rather badly, but I did it with a oscillating saw, and I didn't think I could get in there with a grinder, so it is what it is. Bit gutting to be cutting up a brand new saw, but anyway, yeah, let's try and figure out how to get this back together. Okay, it looks like we're getting closer, so I've chopped this section off here, and I've just stuck an Allen key in there because it's roughly about the right spacing to keep it 90 degrees. I have to extend this bar back here and drill a hole, but yeah, essentially once I've done that, this I can fit. I'll be more happy with this, although this is adding pressure, but that I can leave the guard down to an extent, and it'll be easier for replacing it back to a normal saw if I want to. Yeah, so that's that. So I'll crack on and do it. Hey, so as usual with me, this is turning into a lot more complex job than I ever expected. This wasn't even on my list. This was just a 5-minute job to go. I'll put this Prazi beam cutter on the saw. It fits 99.9 or 99% of circular saws, but ironically I specifically bought this saw to go with it, and it doesn't seem to fit without a lot of buggerance. So if Prazi and Dewalt can sort the crap out, you'd actually end up with a good saw. Anyway, I'm going to faff around a bit more and then try and get on with the other jobs I need to do today. Okay, it just took me a minute to sort out the drill press. Another job, but yeah, gonna essentially drill this and see how it goes. This is the most modification I've ever had to do to a new tool. Never had to buy such an expensive tool and modify it quite so much. Let's hope it's worth it, because the frustrating thing for me is that I have preferred cutting beams freehand with a chainsaw, and I've got this because somebody else's advice that it creates perfect 90-degree cuts. So I hope that's the case, because otherwise I'll just be going back to marking and cutting my own with my own saw. Okay, semi-successfully drilled out this bar, so that should work. I mean, the bolts will protrude because they won't be as inset as I like them to, but once I've got the distances, I'll be able to like tighten them up, and I'll use a bit of Loctite to stop them from coming undone. Yeah, but now I'm gonna have to hand drill this hole here, so wish me luck. So I've just finished modifying the beam cutter, and what I had to do is I had to drill out this bar here to be able to extend it almost to its maximum. The only thing is, I wish I had done it all the way to the maximum. Sorry, I'll stop doing that. The only thing is, I wish I had done it all the way to the maximum, because now the issue I've got is I didn't line it up to its maximum, because I thought that I want to make most use of this gap. So I didn't want a gap. And when you fully extend this, it creates a gap. The only thing I've just realised, which is a bit of a pain, that when I do that, I can't really make angled cuts because this protrudes more than the foot plate, so I can't really go more than 25 degrees on this, which is annoying now. Obviously if this was set back further, which I think it's designed to, although it's not designed to fit this hole, it would fit really well. So if I'd have modified this at full extension, it probably would have fit. But I also am not sure. I would be very unsure to see if I could have modified this to fit, because it would have meant I don't think the bar's long enough. I think I would have had to get a new bar and a longer bar to make it fit, and that's what I think these guys would have to do. Also, drilling Dewalt. Whoa, the thickness on this steel is amazing. I struggled to get through it. I used 3 different step bits to get through it, and it was epic to drill through that. Absolutely epic. It took me a solid hour just drilling through this. Would have had the whole thing done in no time, but that was a real pain. Prazi, if you can do a longer bar, or a bar that somebody can modify, this would be great. But as it stands, I'm finished now. I haven't ran it up yet, so I've got to go and grab a battery and see if I can start it up. Moment of truth. First ever time flashing this up, so put my glasses on just in case, and let's give it a go. Oh, have I got it the right way? That seems powerful. I should try and cut something with it, shouldn't I? Well, I've put this together to make right angle cuts for those posts, but I think because it took so long to modify this, I'm probably going to struggle to get onto the post today. I have to repair the excavator, so we'll see how we go. If you enjoyed that video and want to see the final cuts, please log on to the next episode, and if you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe.